Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we played the 2025 Yeet Street Point Series, number 6, presented by Clash Discs. This was in Holly Springs, North Carolina at Jones Park. Today was an interesting day. Round 1, as you're going to see, was very frustrating. I probably hit cage on just about, or chains on every basket, and most of them did not go in. They're the ones that would hit chains. But I could not make a putt in round 1. I was all over the basket and just could not get it to stay in. So round 1 kind of took me out of the whole tournament. Round 2, I did much better in round 2, but the damage had already been done. So let's get started and we'll walk through this round. Made some changes in the bag, which that did not affect today at all, the changes, but my putting was off. But putting with some Discmania links, I really enjoy the links for putting, and added a few extra Discmania discs to the bag. You'll see coming up, I had to take that splice and add a different disc. This is my splice on the first hole. I threw a thumber that almost was perfect, but fortunately hit an early tree and knocked straight down. Take my A2 and I'm just going to throw it up that wide alley, get it down towards the basket. I have a long putt here for the par. That was a bad putt, but left it off out to the left, and that was just awful. That was awful. So starting off with a double bogey was not what I had on my my bingo card for the day. Hole 9, going to throw the T-bird, 201 feet, very sharp right to left on this hole. So I just threw the T-bird out to the right and let it fall back in towards the left. This is a birdie putt. And this, I believe this is out of the hand. It was just nose down, and I catch the pole and tap in par. Hole 10, I'm going to throw the MD1. This should just be straight down the middle, but as you're going to see, it comes out slightly early, and I'm going to throw it down that left side gap, and at least puts me up here in an area where I have absolutely nothing. My only shot here is throw just a really steep hyzer with this P3X, and I'm just trying to hit the gap. I did what I needed to, but the only way to get it close to the basket was to throw it past it. And this is my par putt coming back. It's like a 25-footer, and I hit the cage. Tap in for bogey. Hole 11, I missed my drive, but this was my essence. That was FD. I'm sorry, that was my FD. Just going to toss up and take my par here. Hole 12, this is my first throw at the splice ever, and I found out exactly how overstable that disc is, and that's the last time I threw it today. In between rounds, I actually bought an Omen from a used bin that was on site. That was my left-handed MD3, and the Omen worked out much better. That splice is so stable. Throwing the T-bird here. This is for my third shot, and this is going to be my my par attempt. Just low of the basket. My bogey comeback. Hole 13, taking the Rolo, and I really enjoy throwing this Rolo. I tried to throw a Founder, and it's just too stable for me, or too understable. I'm sorry. The Founder just flips way too much for what I do with it. Probably be a great junior disc or brand new player disc. Another hit cage there for the birdie. But it's just, it turns way too much. Throwing the essence here on hole 14. And out of the hand, I was a little bit left with it, but it's going to leave me with a little forehand into the basket. Taking the A3, I believe that is. And didn't quite turn it as much as I needed to. Kind of left it out here to the right. I'm going to load it to the basket and have a tap in for bogey, fortunately. And this round we are playing the All-Star pad, so it's a mix of blue and white. MD3 on hole 15. And I just missed my line by just a little bit. I was a little early on a lot of my shots this first round. But this is for the birdie. And I hit cage there. A lot of cage hits today. Cage or band, cage or band. Hole 16, throwing the FD. And didn't quite stand it up like I wanted to. I need to beat this disc in a little bit, but I got a lucky break there. I was almost out of bounds. You can see how close I was to going OB. And threw the link here on an Anheuser backhand. And those links are a little more stable than the AVRs. So it didn't really hold that very well. I might just have to start doing the PA5 on those turnovers. MD1 here on hole 17. Out of the hand, I hit a great shot. Thought I was going to get through the woods. Unfortunately, I gave the thumbs up because I thought I'd gotten out, but I'm jailed here, so I'm having to throw a grenade and just throw it up to the left of the basket. That was my only real option there for par. Hole 18, throwing the PA5 here, very downhill shot. You're kind of up here on this this ridge. And got in the creek here is casual. Take the A3, just put it on a nice ante forehand, and it's going to drop right next to the basket. But that's not really going to matter much here, because once again, that just fell out of my hand. That putt just, as soon as I went to putt it, just fell out of my hand. Horrible grip pressure on that one. Hole 19, throwing the Rolo. It's right down the middle gap. It was a good shot. Can't be upset with that one. Take the A3 on a little forehand line here. And unfortunately, it came out of that very early and went long on me. And that's just a horrible putt. I should have went straddle putt there because that tree on the right was in my way. And I didn't feel comfortable going directly at the basket, which left me out to the too far out left. Hole 1, throwing the Roadrunner here, Halo Roadrunner, and I just yanked it a little bit right into those trees and kicked me back out in the fairway. Throwing the Cosmic Fury here, my upshot, and this is for par. And I hit the band all day long. Cage and band, cage band, chains, cage band. Hole 2, I missed my drive. That's my Gorgon. Absolutely crushed the Gorgon. That's probably my longest drive on this hole I've ever had. This is for the par. Hole 3, going to throw the Gorgon again. And this was a really good throw. Very happy with that one. This is a birdie putt. This one hurt. Watch this. Dead center chains, boom, and then kicks out left. That's just the name of the game today. Gonna throw my Essence off the tee here. Absolutely bombed it too. I mean, that was a great shot off the tee. But now I'm gonna come up and take the Gorgon, and unfortunately, I'm gonna not put it out right enough or not flip it enough, and it's gonna go out of bounds. Right there, I skipped OB. So this is where I brought it in from out of bounds. I'm going to take, I think that was my P3X, and just threw it down to the basket. And that's unfortunately a bogey. Hole 5, I'm going to take my Rolo and throw it right down the middle, and it just wouldn't flip. Didn't flip over for me, and then it could fade out to the left, unfortunately. And I'm going to take my P3X here and just try to throw it right up that gap and get it to sit next to the basket. I think I hit a root and kicked back to the right a little bit, or hit something up here. Might be that tree in the middle and kicked it backwards, but this is for par. Go. Good par save. PA5 here on hole 6. I'm just going to try to throw it down the middle. And it's going to start to stand up, and I didn't have enough on it. so it kind of trailed out on me. But I take my A3, and this was actually a really good shot. I didn't have much here, so I'm just gonna do this kind of wild Anheuser flick, and I have a run here at the basket through these trees for par. I think hit the cage again. All day long, just cage. Hole 7, I'm going to take my A2, and I'm going to try to just snap this down this flex line. And out of the hand, I thought I absolutely crushed it, and then it just bailed out early on me. But that's what A2 does. I'm going to have this for the birdie. Dink, right off the cage again. And come back for the par save. So, as you can see at the end of the round, I was 10 over par, which was a horrendous, awful round. 798 rated. I mean, I don't think I've had a round under 800 in quite a while. This round really hurt my rating, but you know, round 2 I did much better. You can actually see there where for the event I went 832 for the event, so you know, my next round my rating's much higher than my first round, but we'll get to that on the next video, and you'll get to see kind of how I'm able to kind of make a comeback as far as not hurting myself any more than I did in the second round. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one.